Hi, we're joined today by Owain Pritchard, who is Director of Systems and Stewardship in the Diocese of Bangor. In his spare time, he is also a Ministry Area Treasurer in Barmouth in North Wales. Welcome, Owain. We're really grateful that you're able to join us to introduce the new finance software.
Well, thank you for having me.
Aye. So what is this new finance software?
Right, so the new finance software is MyFundAccounting, and it's written by a company called Data Developments. Data Developments have got a long track record of writing computer accounting programs for church treasurers and charities. The managing director and his father were church treasurers and wardens, and that's pretty much how Data Developments started off 35 years ago. So MyFundAccounting is a continuation of that. So it's designed for church treasurers and for charities, but it's designed also to be easy to use. So there's a lot of things that it does in the background for you automatically without you having to worry about too many technical things.
Thanks. And can you explain why we're recommending that ministry areas use this software to organise their finances?
One of the key differences with going into ministry areas is just that there's a different board of trustees and that the scale of things is slightly larger. But given the plethora of packages that are available out there, this one is the one that's easiest to use. They have had a relationship with the church in Wales for many years. As I mentioned before, the programme in the background automatically conforms to a whole plethora of Charity Commission rules and regulations around accounting, so things like FRS 102 and SORP 2015. And it does all of that stuff in the background for you automatically. So it means that as long as you're using the program at a church level and at a ministry area level, all of the accounts that are within it all conform to those standards for you automatically.
A lot of our church treasurers, though, have said that they're really happy just using Excel. So why should they move to this software instead of just using Excel?
Again, with changing into ministry areas, there's a slight change in the level that's needed. One key aspect of this change, though, is because you've got a large group that's working together potentially for the first time, is to make sure that anything new that's put in place is manageable. And the key word with all of this is consistency. So the question is, you know, at the moment, one church treasurer might be using Excel in a particular way, another one might be using something completely different, another one might be using Excel, again, in a very different way. So there won't be that level of consistency across the area. The other handy thing as well is with this particular package is that if there is a change to any of the accounting standards or even the regulations from the Charity Commission, Data Developments will automatically roll that change out into the program. There's no need to do a whole host of background reading into any change of standards and regulations. Those will be done on the system in the background automatically. So it cuts out on a lot of that extra research work that needs to happen. The other thing as well that it allows to happen is the consolidation from each of the individual churches into the area for consolidation purposes with doing annual returns and things like that. That because everybody's using the same system, everything can easily be added together within the program. So it makes the role of ministry area treasurers a little less burdensome than it otherwise might potentially could be if using different disparate systems throughout an area.
I can see. What was your experience in Bangor when you rolled this out? Did you have a problem finding ministry area treasurers? I know that that's a concern that a lot of our ministry areas have got at the moment.
To begin with, on paper, with starting off this process, the role of ministry area treasurer can just seem unbelievably daunting and potentially, you know, incredibly hard to do. But our own experience up here is that once church treasurers and other volunteers start seeing how the software actually works, it starts that extra conversation with how to make things easier, how to get things to work in an easier way. So we've got a few ministry area treasurers that came on board quite early on. They met with the church treasurers. They found ways of making things work really easily, to the point that the ministry area treasurer's role wasn't as burdensome as it might otherwise sound. But again, it comes back to having that level of consistency and making sure that the program is all set up and functioning.
Yeah, I can see that. And we're very excited that you're going to be able to do our training in the Diocese of Monmouth. So could you just give us a bit of an introduction to what training you will be able to offer us and our church treasurers?
This is all based on the training that we already provide in Bangor Diocese and to St Asaph as well. We've got things organised into different module sets now. So it goes from assuming that nobody knows anything about any form of accounting. The first set of modules are just around setting the scene, making sure that everybody understands what the differences are between accounts and funds, because that's one of the key elements that needs to be really understood with this particular program. And then we just go on and build from that point, with going through step by step with recording income, recording expenditure, doing bank recs, and running reports at church level, and how to do the consolidation at ministry area level. And then there are more modules then that delve deeper into the guts of the program. But we start off quite gently and make sure that at least the day-to-day type of interaction with the program is covered before delving into more intermediate and advanced things.
Thank you. Thanks, Owain. And another question, where are you at the moment?
I'm currently moving between houses at the moment, so I don't actually have anywhere to work, but very kindly, the large church in Falmouth has got some space that they're allowing me to work from temporarily. So I'm actually in the back of the organ loft at the minute, but it's nice and comfortable.
Oh, good. Good. Well, I hope you get a proper room soon. Anyway, thanks a lot. And I'm sure that our church treasurers will be meeting you soon, either at the treasurers meeting or at the training. Watch out for dates. We'll publicise them as soon as we've got them. Thank you.